Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to solve first degree equation with transposition method, which is easier method and more professional method for solving first degree equations than inverse operations. In fact, by the end of this video, you will be able to solve examples like this with transposition method. Let's get familiar with transposition method. Exactly like inverse operation method, it has four main steps. The first step is exactly the same, simplifying both sides if it is needed. The second step is the same, one side for variable and one side for numbers. If you remember, in the third step, we used to eliminate extra terms by using inverse operation, but in the transposition method, we can use terms to the other side of the equation by changing the sign, and the last step will be the same. You may think to yourself that there is no significant difference between this method and previous one, but if you apply this method, you will realize that you can save a lot of time, and the previous method were more time consuming. I'm not going to explain different steps, we are going to learn them through examples. Let's see the first example. 3x plus 11 is equal to 20. Okay, can I simplify both sides? No, because as you can see, both sides are in the simplest form. One side for variable, one side for numbers. Okay, I'm going to allocate this side for variables and this side for numbers. And this is done. Do we have any extra term in each side? Yes, 11 here is extra because in the first side I need only variables. So I must eliminate that. But how am I supposed to eliminate that? By moving to the other side of the equation. This is number, so it must move to the other side. Okay, can it move easily to the other side? Yes, it can move easily, but the sign of it is going to change. 3x is equal to 20. 11 is transferred. It was positive. Now it's going to change to negative 11. So we did this part. 3x will be equal to 9. And the last step is make the coefficient of variable 1 by multiplying or dividing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. I cannot do one operation only on one side. I must apply it for both sides. And I'm going to have x is equal to 9 over 3 will be 3. After solving some examples, you will be able to do the last part in your mind. Okay, do we need to simplify both sides? Yes, we need to simplify both sides. Why? Because we have parentheses here. 2, there is no operation between them. After that, we have a parenthesis, 2x plus 5. Okay, 2 must be multiplied to 2 or 5. Because we have parentheses, it must be multiplied to both of them. So 2 times 2x will be 4x. 2 times 5 will be 10 plus 3x is equal to 26 minus x. Can I simplify each side more? Yes, in the first side I have two terms with x and I can add them together. So 3x plus 4x will be 7x plus 10 is equal to 26 minus x. First step is done. Allocating one side for variable, I allocate this side for variables and this side for numbers. This is done. Specifying extra terms in the variable side. 10 is a number, so it is extra, and here x is extra. So I move it to the other side and I move x to the first side, but I must change the sign. 7x. What was the sign of x? It was negative. When it comes here, it turns to positive. Plus x is equal to 26. When 10 goes to the other side, because it was positive, it will turn to negative, minus 10. So 7x plus x will be 8x is equal to 26 minus 10 will be 16. Okay, I did the third step. Now make the coefficient of variable 1. Okay, how am I supposed to do that? By dividing both sides by 8. These two are going to cancel each other out, and x will be equal to 16 over 8 will 2. You can check the answer by replacing x is equal to 2 in the main equation. Let's solve the next one. Here we have a fraction. Do we need to simplify both sides? No, because they are in the simplest form. Okay, I'm going to allocate this side for variables and this side for numbers. Let's specify extra terms. Here, this is a number and it is extra here. And this one is variable and it is extra here. We want only numbers. So I'm going to move this side to the second side and this one from the second side to the first side. So let's write it again. 2 over 3 times x. Okay, I want to move it. It was negative, so it's going to change the sign. 1 over 4 times x is equal to, here we have 3 over 4 and it's not going to change because we did not move it. And we are going to have 5 over 6 plus 5 over 6. Now we must calculate the common denominator, and I expect you to know that because I'm not going to explain it again. We can calculate through LCM or we can calculate through writing multiples. It's up to you. But here between 3 and 4, the common denominator will be 12. So 3 is multiplied to 4. So consequently, 2 must be multiplied to 4 again. So 2 times 4 will be 8. And it is multiplied to 3. So 1 must be multiplied to 3. And of course, we have x because x is common between them. And on the other side, between 4 and 6, the common denominator is 12. It is multiplied by 3. So we are going to have 9 and we are going to have 10 here. So 8 plus 3 will be 11 over 12. X is equal to 19 over 12. Now we have to make the coefficient of x 1. How am I supposed to do that? Do you know any number that if I multiply to 11 over 12, the result will be 1? Yes, I must multiply 11 over 12 to its reciprocal. What is its reciprocal? The reciprocal of 11 over 12 is 12 over 11. And I must do exactly the same with the second side. So these two are going to cancel each other out. These two are going to cancel each other out. And here, again, these two are going to cancel each other out. And finally, the final answer is going to be 19 over 11. And this is the only correct answer of this question. Another example from first degree equations with fractions. I must simplify both sides, so 1 over 5 must be multiplied to both of them. So I'm going to have 1 over 5 x plus 2 over 5 plus 1 over 3 x is equal to 2 over 3. So I did the first step. I'm going to allocate this side for variables and this side for numbers. So which one is extra term? This one is extra term and I have to move it to the other side by changing the sign. And of course I can make it more simple. 1 plus 1 over 5 and 1 over 3 to x, I must add them. So common denominator between them will be 15. Here we have 3 plus 5 must be multiplied to x. On the other hand, we are going to have 2 over 3 plus, the sign will be changed because it was positive. We move it to the other side and it will be negative 2 over 5. So here we are going to have 8 over 15 x is equal to, common denominator between these two will be 15. It is multiplied to 5, so 2 times 5, 10. It is multiplied to 3, so 2 times 3 is 6. It is equal to 4 over 15. Let me erase the board to make some space for myself. Okay, I'm going to continue at the top. The last equation that we reached is 8 over 15 times x is equal to 4 over 15. Okay, now I need to make the coefficient of variable 1. How am I supposed to do that? By multiplying the coefficient to its reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 8 over 15? It is 15 over 8. It is really simple. Change the position of numerator and denominator, and we are going to have the same here. So these two are going to cancel each other out. Here we can make it simple. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So x will be half, or 1 over 2. This is the only correct answer of this question. Let's solve the next one. We have first degree equation with decimals. Can we simplify both sides more? No, because they are in the simplest form, as you can see. I'm going to allocate this side for variables and this side for numbers. Here, this term is extra that must be moved to the other side, and here, this term is extra that must be moved to the first side. Okay, let's write it again. 0.3x. We bring this term to the first side, and because it is negative, we must convert it to positive. Plus 0.2x is equal to, here we had a 0 point, I'm sorry. Here we had 0.3, and we are going to bring this one to the other side. So the sign of it is going to change, minus 0.55. If I add them, I'm going to have 0.5x. And on the other hand, if I add these two terms, I'm going to have minus 0.25. Now I must divide. I must make the coefficient of variable 1. How am I supposed to do that? By dividing it by 0.5. And also I have to do this for the second side, 0.5. These two are going to cancel each other out, and I'm going to have x is equal to, as I told you in the previous videos, it's better to write it as the power of 10. 25 times 10 to the power of negative 2 divided by 5 times 10 to the power of negative 1. This is going to be 1. This is going to be 5 if we simplify them by 5. This is going to be 1, and this is going to be 10 to the power of minus 1. So the answer will be minus 5 times 10 to the power of minus 1. We can write it as minus 0.5. And this is the correct answer of this question. You can check your answer by replacing it in the main equation. Thank you for watching this video.